welcome to this episode of Living Baggage Free. My name is Olamide, and as always, I'm so excited to be here today. So today we're continuing with the series we started, and that is the science of things. The science of things. We're talking about the science of relationships, communities, and having strong social ties today. That's a bit of a mouthful, but just bear with me, okay? So I'm going to jump into it by saying this, by giving results, by presenting results of a research done a couple of years ago, as always. So a group of scientists did a research, and in that research, they got together two large groups of people. And they asked them some questions about their contacts, the people in their lives, in respect to their spouses, their groups, their connections, their family, just close people who were close to them. And, they placed the results in terms of social index, okay, or social indices. So essentially, if you had a high social index, that means that you had a large number of people in your life who you were close to. And if you had a low social index, it meant that you had not as many people in your life. And so these people were monitored for a number of years, okay? And the results of the findings were quite striking. So they found out that for the people who had a lower number of people in their lives compared to those who had a higher number, so they had a 50% risk of dying prematurely or dying from sicknesses and diseases, as opposed to those who had a high social index, okay? And so that was a pointer that suggested that, longevity and just the ability to fight infections and diseases, has a lot to do with how connected we feel. Another study was done that found out that women who suffered from breast cancer actually survived or actually coped better, pulled through, beat cancer better when they had a support system that was very strong. Another study conducted, also a couple of, now this I found this very, very interesting, okay? Because for this one, these researchers got just a couple of young boys, lots of them from different walks of life. And what they were trying to establish was to find out what actually made people happy at the end of the day in life. What's the cause of happiness? What makes people happy? So they took these young boys, took their details, studied them, their height, their weight, their socioeconomic status, what kind of families they came from, their background and all of that, And then they decided to monitor them, for the rest of their lives until they were like maybe 80 or so. Obviously, you think that the problem with this research is how do you pass that kind of research on? Well, these researchers were diligent enough to make sure that their findings were passed over to the coming generation of researchers. And so what they found, which I found to be so revolutionary, was that at the age of about 80, 90, you would think that the things that made these guys happy at the end of the day, when they asked them and when they tried to look at their lives to find out what really made them happy, you would think that, it would be, how wealthy they were, or how influential, but it wasn't all of that. They found out that the happiest people were the ones who had a sense of community, a sense of the ones that had really strong ties with their peers, with their spouses, with their families, the ones who were not isolated. And this really just has made me very, very pensive for a while now, especially because, we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? And, so for introverts, it's like an excuse for us to just burrow into our shells a little more, because yes, now you're saying we don't have to interact with people, so yay. But I began to realize that no matter how much you think that you don't need people, or how much you think that you can live life on your own, we just were not created to be that way. The way that the human beings were designed, we were not designed to live life in isolation. We were designed to live in groups. We were designed to support and encourage, to support one another. And that's why, nature has made it such a way that you cannot find a whole body of, one person does not have all it takes for him to reach his highest level of potential. And it's funny, you need, no matter how good or how self-sufficient you are, to reach the level of potential that you actually were made to reach, you need somebody or people to supplement your weaknesses with their strengths. And the same goes for other people. So it is so important to plant yourself or find yourself in communities that are healthy, loving, fun, and powerful. I believe actually that this is actually one of the most important things in life, if not the most important, And so I just want to encourage you, if you are introverted or if you just feel like, oh, I just don't want to have anything to do with anybody, I'm okay. Try to reach out, okay? Be vulnerable. Find yourself in groups where you can be yourself, where you can give and they can give back to you, okay? That's all I'm taking on this episode of Living Baggage Free. I'm trying to be the queen of short videos because people said that my videos were too long and that, people don't have a lot of attention span these days. So I'm like, okay, I can do short videos. So yeah, that's all we're taking. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Let me have your feedback in the comment section. Share with your friends and follow me on social media. The handles will be posted somewhere on this screen. So till I come your way again, remember to live baggage free. Thank you.